All right. Hey, how you doing, guys? So, I'm just about to head over. I gotta do a quick thing on the Derby. Um, First, I'm gonna do something on YouTube. Then I gotta go 98.5. So, I'm gonna be busy. And I dropped off my daughter. Well, actually, I didn't drop her off. My mother came and got her. And I just wanted to make a quick video because I just want to kind of be clear. This is why I'm gonna be making a testimony video soon, so you guys kind of understand like where I'm coming from and why maybe I act a certain way in certain situations. But a lot of people like are saying like to calm down, and they're right in a situation like that. You do want to calm down, but to be honest with you, I don't know if it was growing up in a big family or growing up, you know, just like apartments stacked on top of each other, just like 1,000 kids like out. I mean, we used to actually be out, out in the neighborhood. It was nuts. It was nuts like growing up, when I grew up, and it was always chaos, always people around, always. So like you're used to the. I got at that age you learn to like where like that that encounter, that woman, she was probably shaking after. You know what I mean? But with me, it's like I'm still like I could do a math equation in the middle of it. Um, I'm not going to have some woman come and talk a bunch of shit when they have no idea what's going on. I mean, you guys were there. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't like to leave my daughter in the car longer than 30 seconds to a minute. I don't like to. So there was no one in line. I walked in, I grabbed a drink, and then I went, a Monster Energy drink, which I drink too much of. I need to stop. Grab a Monster Energy drink real quick. There's like no one watching, but at least you guys will maybe see this at some point. Grab a Monster Energy drink real quick, and ask him for cigarettes. This guy had to ask for my ID 4 different times. He couldn't figure out how to ring up cigarettes. He couldn't figure out. I'm like, listen, hey, so here's the cash, and here's my card. And he's like, he just didn't get it. Like, and then plus the way I gave him the cash, he just didn't understand. I don't know. It must have been his first day, which is why, like at the beginning, what I thought would be the end of the transaction, it ended up being like towards the middle, beginning of the transaction. I hit the button so that it turned around, and it turned around and like looked at her, right? I mean, looked at him. So it was, all of a sudden you guys could see what I was dealing with this guy, and then, like so this guy, he had no. It must have been his first day at work. So that's the only reason that this woman might have been concerned. But even then, mind your own fucking business. That's what I'm talking about with like the whole leftist agenda. It's all about we want to take your guns. We want to censor what you say. We want to, you can't do this. You can't say this. You can't live like this. You can't. I mean, it's ridiculous. They want DCF like up your ass. You guys have no idea. And I got really upset because I have DCF in my life, and like literally they they would went to any length to try to find me at fault in any way, so that not to take my kid, but just to be in my life. So basically I got in trouble because I went to a hospital. Literally, I swear on my daughter, because I went to the hospital after I getting hit in the head. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Maybe in the testimony I'll get deeper into it. Got hit in the head. There was paperwork, major concussion, and they said, "Well, you know what? If that was the situation, you should have brought your daughter to the ER with all these fucking sick people with the measles and all that." I shouldn't swear on these live streams. It was gonna buffer. But anyways, and then this woman, she's out there. Not only does she come in the store and start screaming in the store, and then she's waiting for me out by my car. And guys, seriously, you don't have to worry about me being calm because it's like right afterwards, I'm cool. But it did I wanted to kind of like make the point. Hey, you see? Oh, and by the way, her dog. Hey, Philly. Hey, Philly. Oh, baby. Have a kiss? That's my baby. That's Philly. That's why I let her know. She when she tried to scam me, she was like, "Oh, be careful, my dog will." I'm like, "Listen, like if your dog ever I will find your dog and unleash my dog, like please, all right? Like this dog, I rescued. And people say, "Oh, I rescued a dog," and that's great. I think that's awesome. That's the way you should get a dog, but um, you know, I I actually people say like I rescued a dog, and I don't want to make it sound like I'm saying that's a bad thing. I think that's a great thing to rescue a dog like that. There's not even anyone in here right now, but there's 11 likes. I'm very confused by that. Anyway, so I heard her. I've told this story before, I think, but it was like late at night. Like last night, we were up until 4:45 a.m. talking, going over things. Waltrip was there. Yeah, people didn't get notification. Yeah, I can tell because there's 0 people here. YouTube stream. Yeah, yeah. I'm just doing a quick talk because there was an incident earlier. Where some woman freaked out, tried to tell me how to be a parent when she didn't really know the whole situation. Anyone who was actually watching it, the reason I turned the camera around, so that it would face the other way and you could see the guy, was so that you could see this guy and like how he was just so clueless. He couldn't figure out how to ring up a pack of cigarettes and a drink. You know what I mean? I'm trying to pay for it. He keeps having. I had to give him my ID like 3 or 4 times. And then the woman's waiting for me by my car. As I'm coming out there, she starts screaming. I start screaming. You guys know me. I don't back down. And especially, I mean, when you're talking about my daughter, listen, like I go through, I dropped out of school. All right. I was about to get my badge. I dropped out of school. All right. And to take care of my daughter for now, while until I can find something where it's a better situation where I can continue school or I don't know, online. And then I'm supposed to go to BU to, really, continue. Because I've already gotten a degree, foolishly, a degree in psychology. And I decided I wanted to go back into communications because of sports radio, which is great, and I'm already in. I already got an in there. I already do that, So, but getting the degree means a lot. I mean, it's funny because I know it all. It's just a matter of just going to the stupid classes. You don't learn anything. I get a 3.85 GPA, but you learn some stuff. But these colleges are crazy. I told you guys some of the stories. I worry about like this age group coming up, and I'm not like some old man. Like, get off my lawn. I'm 33. I always say 34. I'm 34, and I just don't understand why people support like controlling, being like allowing themselves and others to be censored, regulated, have more like restrictions on what you can and can't do, and take away rights. And I mean, since when was that American? I'm a veteran. I don't believe in that. That's not what I fought for. I fought for freedom. I'm talking real freedom, not the illusion of freedom, which is what we have, honestly. And I live in Massachusetts. It's the worst. You guys saw that earlier. But people were concerned about me. Like, oh, calm down. But you understand, I've been through so much in my life. That's nothing. That's just growing up in a crowded neighborhood. Anyone who grew up in the city, like, anything could be going on. It'd be crazy. The only time where I get like actually like worked up is when it's an actual, if it's a fist fight. But yelling and all that. I mean, that's like breathing to me. So I can calm down in a second. And as far as yelling around the baby, that was my point to Lee. It's like, listen, you know nothing. She's in a car with the windows up. It's on. The weather is comfortable enough where heat's not needed yet. At the same time, the cold isn't needed. It's perfect weather. As far as like being comfortable. Windows up, all the doors are locked, and she's in there happy. She's not crying. You know what I mean? And she would have only been in there for 30 seconds if I just was able to go up to the gas station clerk. I mean, I don't know. If you guys take your 2-year-old with you, and every time you go to the gas station to get gas, you go up to the clerk and you get like cigarettes or whatever you get, whatever your thing is, and you carry your 2-year-old with you and pump the gas while you, I don't know, put them on your shoulders. I mean, this woman was out of her friggin' mind. The only reason her thing, she was like, I filled my tank, and you still weren't out here. So it's like, listen, so why are you concerned about me? You know nothing about me. As soon as you saw that I was the father, and when you came, popped your head in, screaming, "Who's the father?" and I was already walking out, you should have known. All right, this guy, I was sitting at that freaking cash register the whole time. The guy had no clue. Go watch the video. I'm not gonna have someone freaking yell at me like that. And I hate yelling at women. I really do. But a woman like that, she represent. People think that's how they can act. They really do. They think like they want to have some kind of authority on you. They want to, oh my dog. Little does she know, like she has no idea my background, anything about me, and she summed me up based on a misunderstanding because she had no idea what was going on with this guy. It was probably his first day ever with a cash register. I mean, you guys saw that. That's why I put the video the other way. And it just happened to be some woman coming in screaming. It was unbelievable. And I got it live. And I ain't going to take it whether I'm live, whether I'm not live. I react the same exact way. So I just wanted to put that out there, guys. Don't worry about me, getting too upset. It's like breathing to me as far as like, if I get in an argument or whatever, But I will tell you though, it's funny, like when you have so many comments, people love drama. They love it. And some of the comments I'm getting, it's like, you are secretly, passively, telepathically, you know, having your people attack Moth. What? What? First of all, who's ever attacked Moth on my behalf? Even when like I was mad at him and things weren't squashed, I didn't have some like army attacking him. It wasn't like that. It was the other way around. I was getting attacked. He wasn't getting attacked like that. There was a couple comments that might have been, like that he didn't like, but I'm not. But now this guy, like people just try to keep it going, but it's not going to work because if you actually watch my videos and the guy's trying to say like that happened in my video, last night was an amazing video because we sat there, we got breaking news. All right, we correlated it with Virginia Beach because they're both near bases. Then we started kind of going into something, and Moth had mentioned it with the Key King and all that type of stuff, and basically like encrypted alert messages and how they go out and how many times they go out. Tells you, if it goes out, if you see a bunch of them, it's bad news. If you see one, two, could be tests, could be anything. So something was going down. And then towards the end of the show, some intel I had gotten 2 weeks ago that I shared one time, but I think a lot of people missed it. It was in a video with low views. And, it was about something that came across the border, and it goes boom boom, and it's dirty. So, so that was going on. It's my mother. She had to be there to call her back. And apparently, through a source, we had somebody let us know that it made it all the way to West Virginia, Maryland, West Virginia line, which I guess would be the best approach to DC because it's the least populated way to DC. And it got caught. It got caught, and but the thing is, there was no detonator, which means, yeah, my previous stream. How do I? Yeah, I noticed that the previous stream is still live, so I think I have to go on a laptop to fix it. So I'll go on a laptop and fix that. Because what happened was it just my phone died. I didn't have it because I was at, I got in the car. I never plugged it back into the charger. It was low on battery, but I was like, well, I got the charger, so no problem. But I was in the store way longer than I expected to be in there 30 seconds. Ended up in there like 4 minutes. And, once I got back in, putting it on the charger was the last thing in my mind. So it died. So thank you for that. Because I noticed that too. I was actually trying to watch it because I was like, did I like come off like it? Did I like freak out too much? I mean, I don't care if I did because that's how I felt. If that's how you felt in the moment, like you can't blame yourself. That's how I felt. She represented a lot of what I can't stand, and trust me, I'm in the, shout outs to John X. And by the way, guys, give John X a break. I know that he used to, be a fearmonger, but he's not like that anymore. He's humbled himself. And I think a man who has been humbled is an honest man that you're going to get truth from. And I've been noticing that lately. He retracted a story. He, admitted. He goes, mainstream media tricked me. I thought one thing, but now I kind of see. You develop. I'm learning, of course. I'm new. I just happen to have a background and a certain perspective I can put on things, but that doesn't mean I know everything. I only know my little corner of the world. But anyway, the whole point of this was just to say, don't worry, I'm calm. I'm always composed, and there is no telepathic, passive, attacks. Okay. And by the way, mods, if you guys are deleting, because people trying to say that comments are getting deleted, and I think they're getting that confused because last night I tried to go live like 4 different times, and the audio isn't working, and I finally got it to work. So, and this is how they expose themselves. They go on the videos where it's just like me with no audio for like 2 minutes, and then I shut it down, right? They go to that video because like people hit the thumbs up to try to get it out there, right? So they think that's the video that I'm talking in, and they go in, they're like, wow, just same old crap, shitty video. It's like you didn't even watch it, obviously, because it's not even a video. There's no content. You know what I mean? It's like the content sucks, same thing as always. What? You didn't even watch the video, obviously. You're commenting on a video that is going to be deleted because there's nothing there. It's just, I attempted a video and it didn't work, and that's it. So it's just like, it's kind of funny to see. It was actually 3 people. 1, 2, 3, boom, like right away. As soon as I woke up, like there was already 3 comments talking about the video that was actually not a video. All right, I'm not talking about like them commenting on the real video. They're commenting on a video that is just me with like the red pill sign with no sound. There's nothing there, and they're commenting, "Oh, it sucks," and "Oh, and you're trying to attack my," like trying to make drama. They expose themselves. That's why I just sit back. Let people expose themselves. There's no problem with me and Adam anymore. There was like we had our moment. And by the way, guys, if anyone's into sports, I gotta go. I gotta do my sports video because it's the Kentucky Derby. We got the NBA playoffs, we got the NHL playoffs, and it's the weekend, so it's just a slew of Major League Baseball games. I mean, I'll just give you guys like a little bit of tip. For instance, tonight, Golden State. I'm leaning towards Golden State. They're up 2-0, but at the same time, it's the first game home. So I mean, on the road. So I think the good bet right there. The line for the over under is 220.5. I'm sorry if you're not into this. It'll be quick. 220.5. I would take the over on that for sure. All right. I would take the over. Houston at home. Houston's fighting harder than I thought. The last game, Harden had a bloody mouth. Curry had a bloody nose. Um, I'm not gonna pick the game. It's too hard to pick because it's hard to pick against Golden State. But then again, Houston at home, it's almost like set up for them to at least get this game. Golden State will win the series, but I think Houston's gonna get one of these home games, and it might be tonight. But then again, I don't know. I feel a lot more comfortable that it's going to be a very high scoring game. So over, and I can't believe how low it is, 220.5. Take that. As far as NHL, Bruins. Instead of betting the money line, there's such a thing as a three-way money line. Now the difference is like, all right, you would have to bet, let's say, $15 to win $10 for the Bruins, right? But if you do it the way I'm saying, the three-way money line, what you do is it's actually plus 115. So you would bet $10 and win $11.50. You win more than you bet. The only thing is if it goes to overtime, you lose. I don't think it's going to go to overtime. I think the Bruins are going to come out and they're going to win, and that's it. And that's not just because I'm from Boston. It's because they're home. Um, they've been on the road the last two games. It's been tough. They won on the road. Now they're back home. I mean, this game decides the series, in my opinion. It's 2-2. Whoever wins goes up 3-2. I mean, that's it. So it's this game is the game that decides it all. As far as the Kentucky Derby, this is fun. Everybody can enjoy the Kentucky Derby, okay? So, I'll tell you my horse. I did some studying. I usually like fillies, which is actually the name of my dog. Philly! Philly's the name of my dog because she's big and like she's muscular. And she almost, like when she walks, she looks like a horse almost. Like her chest and you know what I mean? So and she's a female, and we call her Philly. That's a female horse. So, here we go. Eli. Oh shoot! Can you turn this up? So you guys are just hanging out with me, huh?
Volume. Volume 84.
Did you guys even see it? Oh my god, I'm sorry. Booyah.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner for the land of the free and the home of the
That's on NBC, by the way. So, the horse I like the most. Now, I'm not just going with the favorites. You know, that's weak. I could easily sit here and say, you know, take Roadster. Take Roadster. Roadster, I think, is the highest favorite. Last I checked. But I don't like his position. I don't like the outside positions. I think, like, you know, your position does matter. Although, you know, some idiot was talking the other day on the radio. I had to correct him. And I felt bad afterwards because he sounded pretty stupid. He goes,